Hello, my name is Lee Owens, and today I will be talking about action movies. An action movie is usually just a telling of the Joseph Campbell hero story. It can involve elements of romance or um, comedy, and they were known as adventure movies for a really long time. In the early days, we had Douglas Fairbanks, who did a lot of swashbuckling movies, and we had westerns um, that also fulfilled the same basic idea. John Wayne was, a very prolific star, um, very well known. In the 1930s, the late 1930s, and the 1940s, we had war movies really become a big deal because of the World War II. Um, we still had our swashbuckling movies and westerns. Um, we also had Alfred Hitchcock with North by Northwest, really make intrigue and spy movies very applicable to the genre, which led into James Bond and the action hero, as we call them today. Sean Connery was the first person that really played the same character over a number of different movies in a big serial production. Um, it was, James Bond, which built off of North by Northwest, and it's different than John Wayne because John Wayne played a lot of different characters. Um, the Bond series was the same character the whole time, and they even changed out actors once they got deep enough into them. Um, Clint Eastwood and Bruce Lee were also really pivotal action movie stars. Uh, Clint Eastwood switching over to the Dirty Harry role really is what killed the Western. Well, it didn't kill it, but it proved that it was done because he was a huge Western star, and him moving to a different genre was a big deal. Um, Martial arts movies had, existed before Bruce Lee, but he's the one that really made them famous in America. And we have Jackie Chan in the modern era that really helps sell the point that Bruce Lee was making, which was, martial arts movies are awesome. In the 1980s, we have probably the best of the action movies. We have the Terminator, Raiders of the Lost Ark, First Blood, and Die Hard, which are Raiders of the Lost Ark is just a continuation of the adventure genre. It is a throwback to the previous movies, but with modern movie making techniques. Die Hard is basically a gritty cop story, but he just happens to be trapped in an environment with the terrorists, which turn out to be just criminals. And we have Terminator, which is one of the better movies in the genre ever made, and of course First Blood, which uh, was a basically a war story that just happened in America. In the present, we have from that point on, uh, most movies are just kind of rehashes of the '80s success, which is not to say that action movies do poorly. They are really, really good. They're always what you bet your summer blockbuster on, but they have kind of lost a lot of their identity. Um, I will say that Dread is probably one of the better action movies I've seen in a long time. It is straightforward. It's like Die Hard got crossed with the Terminator, got crossed with um, First Blood. It is a very, very good movie. It's very smart. It's very straightforward. Um, that concludes the adventure action movie. I hope you enjoyed the presentation.